1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's an auspicious start. Good Saturday morning, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out and being here this morning. I don't know why the title card wouldn't play. I had it, I played it before I got on, and it worked fine. But, oh well, what are you going to do? So, let's see. Remove that, and we'll remove that. Okay. Hope everything is going well for you so far on this weekend, this Saturday morning. I don't know what the temperature here is, 54 degrees, but down here in the basement, it feels like another 10 degrees below that. So, but we're here. We're going to show some comics, have some fun, hopefully, and hopefully entertain you guys a little bit. So, I want to just right off the bat say, continued prayers and thoughts out to Dr. Von Chilla and Shannon for both of them, and hopefully they're doing well. We might even get a surprise visit by one or both. You never know. So keep your eyes peeled. So, all right, I'm a little sleepy headed because I did not sleep all that well last night, so I'm a little loopy here this morning. So you'll have to pardon my loopiness, I guess. So also want to say hi to longtime fans of the channel, Fens the Spook. I don't know if a lot of you remember him, but Ben's is awesome. Got an awesome collection. He's been into the Golden Age as well as Silver Age. Lots of fun. I think his channel is still up. I'm not sure. I would think it's still up, but if you get a chance, check out it's Fens, Fens, the Spook. So check him out. And Triple P, Andrew, how you doing, Andrew? I was talking with Andrew last night, as well as talking with Jason Nutter. So just want to say hi to Andrew. And I know Jason's already in the peanut gallery here. So looking forward to talking with him and the rest of the peanuts here. So, but I just wanted to say a hi to all those folks. I also wanted to ask you guys a question for the week, for the day, or whatever, for the show. Excuse me, what is your favorite all-time movie? Now, I know for some people it might be difficult to pick one, so I'll give you the choice. You can either pick one or you can pick your top three. How's that? And I want to know what they are, and I want to know why you like them so much. I'll tell you the first, my first, I'm going to do three because it is very difficult, but I can do them in a somewhat of a reasonable order for me. Going to start off with my all-time favorite movie. My all-time favorite movie just kills me every time I see it. I get literally probably 10 seconds into the movie and I'm in tears laughing. And that is Monty Python and the Search for the Holy Grail. I was a big Monty Python fan in the 70s and into the 80s. And everything. It followed what they did and all their movies and stuff like that. And there's just something about their humor and stuff. I love the TV show, but that movie kills me every time when I see him come up over the hill. Dun, 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 and you see the guy with the coconuts, and you realize as they're coming up, you can't see, but there's no horses. When they finally get into view, there's no horses. They're just all going like this, prancing around with no horses. And you got the guy with the coconut making the sounds of hooves. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Oh, so that's my first one. I'll spread them out throughout the show here. Excuse me, but that's my first. That's my all-time favorite one. So let's see here. Why don't we bring in the Peanut Gallery and let them tell me what's going on? Here we go.
The Peanut Gallery's on the run. We got the comics, you bring the fun. Saturday morning, time to cheer. Man, we're glad you're here. North, south, east, and west. Peanut Gallery, you're the best. All our friends, both far and near, man, we're glad you're here.
That's right. We're certainly glad you're here this morning. Thank you so much once again for joining us. Let's see here. I see who's up first, so we're going to play his intro. Here we go.
All the way from a sunny South Texas town comes the man who makes the magic sound, writing songs for the young and the old, sharing all those songs brave and bold. Easy comic reader, you pave the way, writing songs to sing every Saturday. We thank you for the song you've given us today. Yeah, we thank you for the cool comic song of the day. Thank you, Easy, for your cool comic song of the day. Thanks, Easy.
Yes, thank you so much, Easy, for this song. Excuse me. This song is done by one of my favorite singers. Back in the 70s, I learned about him in the mid-70s. I bought a couple of his albums, and I didn't buy a whole lot of albums because I was more into comics than I was collecting vinyl. But I still liked the music. I'd record it on my tape recorder and make cassettes, and I'd have the music. Do you remember doing that? Sitting by the radio for an hour and just waiting for your song, waiting to hear the intro to your song, or they're saying that it's going to play your song, and then you quickly hit the button to record so you caught it, But this is Ronnie Millsap. He's a blind artist, plays the piano, and I just loved his music. One of my favorite songs of his is Crystal Falling Rain, and it wasn't commercially released on the radio or anything, but it was on one of his albums, and great music. It really is. He's tremendous. I think he's still performing. I think he has a place what is it, Brantford? Is it Brantford, Missouri, or Mississippi, somewhere in there, where the big destination is for. They have a lot of old country artists there, and they have their own theaters and stuff like that, and they put on their own shows and stuff like that. I believe he's down there now. I think he's still performing. So, but his stuff was just great. So, Easy, we were talking on the phone, and happened to mention about favorite artists and stuff like that, and I mentioned Ronnie Millsap, and he took it and ran. He did this song, Ronnie Millsap. There ain't no getting over me. Ain't no getting over this hoarse voice of mine. So, but I'm gonna, let's see. He says, "Good morning, everyone. I know Hot Rod is a fan of the singer of today's tune, Ronnie Millsap. There ain't no getting over me." Yes, sir. All right. So we're gonna give it a try. Here we go. All right. Well, I stayed up way too late last night. And if you think I'm sleepy, you're right. But, darling, there's memories on my TV. Well, you can say that I might be grumpy. Yeah. But the peanuts put smiles on me. Oh, yeah. Sweet darling, there's memories on my TV. There we go. There we go. All right. Sorry to put you guys through that, but it was fun for me. No, I really love Ronnie Millsap's music. Thank you so much, Easy, for picking one of his songs, man, and making it perfect. I love it. Thank you so much, as always. Cool beans. All right. And we know who follows up next. Anthony Purdue.
Anthony Purdue is here again.
Hooray!
With another great story ready to begin.
Oh yeah!
He'll take us back to when he was a kid and how comics were involved in things he did. So Anthony, please share another memory. We love to hear your tales of long ago and live our childhoods over through your story with comic books from the past that we all know. We love them.
All right, Anthony Purdue is with us once again, and let's see what he has to say. He says, "Good morning, Peanut Peers. Haley Mills." Oh, I remember Haley Mills. Haley Mills, the Disney darling of the 1960s, is a favorite of mine. I became a fan of hers in 1972. Oh, what was she in? I know she was in the Disney stuff, but there was something else I remember her. Oh, I can't remember. Doggone it. Anthony says, "In one of my 10th grade classrooms, there were 3 Disney movie posters on the wall. One was The Parent Trap, which I hoped to obtain ownership of, but was unsuccessful. And in 1984, I wrote Haley a fan letter and received 2 autographed photos and a handwritten letter telling me how much she appreciated my feelings about her performances." Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Anthony also says, "I have collected the Dell and Gold Key comic book one-shots based on her Disney films and plan to collect the set of Walt Disney classic Treasury Sunday comic strips that adapted her films." Oh, neat. You gotta make some videos, Anthony. Show some of these comics. I'd like to see that the Dell and Gold Key collection of the Haley Mills there. That would be neat. And he says, ironically, it was in 1967 when I first saw Haley on the theater screen at a drive-in theater my family and I went to. The Jungle Book was playing along with the re-release of In Search of the Castaways. Intermission had just ended, and I was going to join my siblings in the back seat of the car, to get some sleep while our parents watched the movie. Before settling into my spot in the back seat, I took a glance at the movie screen and caught the scene where Haley and her brother attempt to board a wealthy man's ship. Little did I realize that years later, that girl on the screen would become my future celebrity crush. Nothing wrong with that. Haley Mills was a beautiful lady. Yes, sir. So nothing wrong with that, Teddy. Anthony. Teddy says hi to all his friends, and he'll catch the replay. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much, Anthony, once again, for a great story. Love it. Awesome. I'm sure Haley Mills was the crush of many a young boy during the 70s. So probably in the 60s too. So very cool. Thank you very much, Anthony, as always, for having that story for us. My brain is all foggy this morning. I apologize, everybody. But thank you, Anthony. Appreciate it once again. All right. What else is going on in the Peanut Gallery? We've got the Professor, Eric Breen. How are you doing, Eric? I just happened to look at the Peanut Gallery before I come on, and I saw this remark, and unfortunately, he's probably right. He says, "Shout out to Rod." No, really, shout, or he can't hear you. You know. So yeah. Absolutely, he's got it right. But I had to reply, right? In my best Mo Howard voice. Why ya yoda? That bited the bum. Thank you so much, Eric, for being here, man. Always great to see you in the Peanut Gallery. Next up, we got Jason Nutter. How you doing, Jason? We were talking with Jason last night. He shared some more of his songs that he's written and created. So he says, good morning to the Silver Age Doc, Lady M, and whatever peanut you identify as. And I can show you right today, I identify as a chocolate-covered peanut. There we go. So that's me today. All right. He also says, I currently identify as the bowl of unshelled peanuts being eyed by the best Flash, Wally West. You had to sneak that in there. Yeah, I saw him. Great to have you with us once again, Jason, man. Cool beans. Oh, hold on. I forgot to take up my other water bottle for you. So, all right. Okay, what else is going on? We got I Am One of Us. How you doing, I Am One of Us, man? Thank you so much for hanging out with us again. He says, hello, Rod, and hello to you, sir. And by the way, I just saw, I apologize, but I just saw yesterday your Facebook post request there. So I subbed you up. So cool beans. So great to have you with us, I Am One of Us. Hope your Saturday's going well so far. He says, good morning, and good morning to you. We got Maranya. She's saying, great song as always, ECR. Absolutely. The king of comic music. And Jason says, quiet, everyone quiet down. The show is starting. And I Am One of Us says, hi to Maranya. And Jason says, wait, we're in the chat. Shout loud. Scream some comic opinions. Mark Gruenwald is an unsung hero of Marvel Comics, he says. Oh, let's see. And Maranya says, I loved Haley in Parent Trap and Pollyanna, Anthony. I can see why you had a crush on her. Hope you and Teddy have a great day. Absolutely. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And bad boy Andy Andrew, how you doing, man? Just talked with Andrew a bit last night on Facebook. Cool beans. He says, greetings and salutations to the righteous Rodney, the good lady M, and to all you free-loving peanuts in the back. He also says thoughts and prayers to Dr. Von Chilla and the best bass player on YouTube. You got it, Shannon. So, yes, continued thoughts and prayers for both those wonderful folks. So, we're keeping them in our hearts as we roll through another Saturday morning here. And we got Maranya saying good morning to Eric, Jason, and Andy. And little Loopy this morning. Just this morning, mi amigo. No, I've had many a morning where I've been loopy. No problem with that. Oh, just looking down through. Okay, just making sure on Maranya here. You'll see what I mean in a few seconds or a few minutes. Let's see. Eric says, hang on, Loopy. Loopy, hang on. Yeah. Hell, we got 2 songs for the price of 1 today. So, absolutely. Yeah, very loopy today. Just in a fog, as we say. So, cool beans. Maranya says, today I identify as a can of mixed nuts. Nothing wrong with that. Love a little mixture. There we go. Jason says, it's too insanely tough to pick one movie. Well, that's why I gave you the choice. You can either pick one, your favorite all-time movie, or you can give me your top 3. That way, I knew there'd be people, because it is hard. It's like trying to pick your top comic. You know, what's your favorite comic book? What's your favorite comic story? You know, what's your favorite superhero or whatever? You know, so I understood that, so I tried to take that into account, my friend. So, Eric says, North by Northwest. Great cinematography, Cary Grant, James Mason, Nuff said. And that was done by, that was an Alfred Hitchcock movie too, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was Alfred Hitchcock. I'm a big Alfred Hitchcock fan. I like Alfred Hitchcock. That Alfred Hitchcock Presents show, it's very similar to the Twilight Zone. Man, I get out of school at like 10 past 11 on my senior year, and I get home in time to catch that at like noontime on one of the syndicated channels. And so that was big. I love Alfred Hitchcock. Good evening. Cool beans. That's awesome, Eric. I haven't seen that in a while. I have to watch that. I haven't seen that one in quite a while. So, and Missing Mars, Double M, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for joining us this morning. He says, good morning, fellow comic book nerds. And good morning to you, sir. Hope all is going well. Thank you so much for joining us. And Jason says, I love mixed nuts, Maranya. Gives everyone something to love. There you go. There you go, indeed. As Easy Comic Reader, hey, Easy. He says, American Graffiti. Oh, that's a good one, too. The music and the cars, baby. And dude. American Graffiti. Yeah, there was a lot of good movies like that came out around that time, too. That was a real good one, though. American Graffiti. Cool. See, I secretly did this so you guys could give me suggestions on movies to watch. So I can go hunt them down and watch some movies this weekend. No. All right, let's see. We've got Maranya saying good morning to Double M and Ludwig. And I think now's as good a time to play the Peanuts. I mean, the Peanuts, not the Peanuts. The Legion of Peanut Pets. I am. Here I am. All right. There we go. Welcome to all the Legion of Peanut Pets this morning. Hope they're all doing well. Hope they're getting their share of treats this morning. And let's see. Maranya says, she said, good morning to Double M and Ludwig. Yes, yes, yes. She also says her favorite movies were the 10 Commandments. Great one. Charlton Heston. I remember watching that. I think it was on like every Easter, and that used to be a Sunday night thing. Would be on like Sunday nights, NBC movie of the week or something like that. The Quiet Man. Now that one I do not know. And Stalag 13, I don't. Stalag. See, I'm a Hogan Heroes. That's where my mind goes to when I see Stalag. And Stalag 17, I do not know that one. So those are two that I do not know. So I'll have to hunt those down and see about viewing those. This is the top 3 for today. Other days, it'll be other movies. That's so true. That's probably true for a lot of us, right? You know, why not? Why not? All right. Well, now we know what's coming. Here we go. All right.
Since the day that she came to CBM, fantastic things keep happening. There really is wisdom in the things she says. And yes, we all appreciate what she brings to the show. She is our Lady Maranya, Baroness of the Blue Wrench, and she's sharing her stories with everyone tuning into the show. Let's go!
There we go. There we go. Maranya says, good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Lady M's Comic Book Memories. Today's episode, memorable comic book panels. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on. Andrew snuck in between. He just wanted to say good morning to ECR, Mr. Nutter, and Professor Bree, and good morning to you, Andrew. All right. Back to Maranya's story. As a teenager, my family would visit my father's friends, the Vasallos, on Sundays and sometimes Saturdays during the summertime. The parents hung out together doing what parents do, and my brother hung out with the daughter. They dated briefly, and I hung out with the son, who was a year older than me. Cool beans. Well, and we got Dale Bott in there. Hey, Dale, how you doing? Great to have you with us, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope all is going well. And Easy Comic Reader saying howdy to Andy. And then back to the story. Frankie had a bunch of long boxes filled with comic books. Inside were a lot of Marvel books, including but not limited to Iron Man. Me being a voracious reader, I'd sit there and read comic books. Nothing wrong with that. That'd be a good way to pass the time. All right, let's see. Inside if the weather was bad, or out in the backyard when it was sunny. During one of those reading sessions, one panel in particular stuck out to me. Spider-Man flat on his back with the word balloon paraphrased. Oh boy, paralyzed from the neck down. That panel haunted me for years, as I could only recall that image, dialogue, and that Iron Man was in that issue, but not what book it was from. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Years later, I was at one bookstore in our local mall. I checked out the magazine rack, found Marvel Treasury Edition number 27, and flipped through it, and it had a decent Spidey and Hulk story fighting The Chameleon to start. Flipping through the next story, I found the Spider-Man panel. That alone made me buy the treasury. There you go. I found out later that the story was compiled from Marvel Team Up number 9. Oh, okay. Cool beans. 9 through 11. Oh, okay. 9 through Marvel Team Up 9 through 11. There was a story featuring the Angel as well. Sadly, that comic book was lost in one of my moves. Oh, no, no, no. I know the feeling, Maranya. Thank you for listening to today's edition of Lady M's Comic Book Memories. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Oh, wait a minute. I got to switch to my announcer's voice. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming on WSAN 75, the home of comic book memories already in progress. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you so much, Maranya. Appreciate that story. That's a wonderful story. She also says, good morning to the other Dale and Hungarian. So thank you once again, Maranya. Always appreciate hearing your stories. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by my thing keeps flipping here. So thank you very much. As always, we appreciate your stories. Thank you again. Cool beans. All right. Now I want to flip back up here because let's see. I missed a couple of people in here to try and keep cohesiveness on the story. So I think this is where one I missed. Jason saying, so I'd try separating it to categories. Favorite comedy, actions. Rod went comedy first. So for comedy, either Clerks, Spaceballs, good one. Spaceballs, I love. Clerks or Spaceballs. Clerks has many relatable to retail jokes. So funny. That I have never seen. I've never seen Clerks. I don't know. For some reason, it never just caught me when I saw the ads for it. If the ads don't look to me interesting to me personally, then usually I won't make the effort to get out to the theater to see it. Got to be something that's going to catch me. Like with Spaceballs, just the fact that it was done by Mel Brooks. That I'm in. When Mel Brooks is involved, I'm in. So, and then Andrew says top 3 movies must be The Princess Bride. Another good one. Love The Princess Bride. I'm in Inigo Montoya. I've come to kill you. You killed my father. I'm come to kill you. Shawshank Redemption, a very good movie. Yes. And Lord of the Rings Extended Trilogy. Yes, my wife is a big Lord of the Rings fan. She actually introduced me to Lord of the Rings. And I got to say, those movies that they put out with the trilogy, very, very good. I really like those. Those would be in my top 10. Absolutely. So, good. Man, we're getting some good choices here. Love it. All right, now we come down here to Crazy Joe. How you doing? Crazy Hungarian Joe, how you doing, man? Great to have you with us. So he says, excuse me. Good morning, Rod and Peanut Gallery. Slip sliding away this morning on icy roads. Oh, no. I'm not ready for ice. I'm not ready for snow. No. Yeehaw, he says. Oh, man, just be safe, man. Be careful. That's one of the things that makes me really not like winter at all is just the stress of when you walk out your front door. You gotta start worrying. Do I have the right shoes on? Am I gonna slip? Am I gonna fall? Man, I hate winter. I really do. I'm sorry, I do. It's good on a postcard. It's good in a song. It's even good to look at on TV. But to have in my yard, no, thank you. So great to see Crazy Hungarian Joe. If you get a chance, check out Joe's channel on Friday nights. He's got Friday Night Live, so I didn't get to see it last night. I never get to see it because they start too late for me on Friday nights. I'm usually in bed by the time they hit the airwaves, but I always catch them on the replay. So cool beans. All righty, let's see. And now we jump down to right here with Jason saying thank you for the story, Lady M. Yes, as always, we appreciate it. And Joe says, sorry for jumping in on your story, Mariah. That's okay. I got it figured out. So Mariah says, you're welcome, Jason. And she says, no worries to Crazy Joe. And ECR says, that was awesome, Rod. Well, thank you. You are too kind as always. He said, beautiful job, baby. All right, man. Fist bump to the camera. Boom. There we go. Awesome. Thank you for writing it. You did the hard part. Oh. And Mariah says, I normally put it after Anthony, but I was writing it up to airtime. There we go. Hey, and there's Werewolf by lunchtime. Great to have you with us once again, my friend. How you doing? He says, what's up, Rod, Maranya, and my peanut friends? Just hanging out here on another Saturday morning. Going to show some comics. And have some fun. Have some fun. Scotty Z70, how you doing, Scotty? Are you out on the beach today? It might be a little cold today. He says, oh, no. He says it was 79, but it's already 70 degrees today. He says, good morning. It was 79 degrees yesterday, already 70 today. Y'all be sure to get out to the beach today. I tell you, if I went to our beach, our closest beach, about 20 minutes away, it would probably be below 50 out there. I don't think I'll be going to the beach today. But I think our beach days are probably over. Unless once in a while, me and the missus, we like to just go out for a Sunday ride or something, and we'll take a trip down there. Sometimes some of the stores are open down there, and go in and just look around, see what's going on. Maranya says, hey there, Werewolf and Rico and Scotty and the Feline 4. There we go. Got them all in there. Jason says, oh, peanut M&Ms. Why are you not sharing, good sir? Well, there's only a couple left. You know, I kind of like them. Scotty says, I just bought 2 packs of peanuts from Dollar General. Flavored pickle flavored in one bag, pickled flavored peanuts, and bacon flavored in the other bag. I've never heard of that. Peanut flavored pickles. No. Well, how about you say that right? Strike that. Reverse it. Pickle flavored peanuts and bacon flavored peanuts. That's wild. I've never heard of that, Scotty. Crazy stuff. Okay. Howdy, Maranya, says Scotty. And for those of you who might have joined after the opening of the show, today's question of the day is you give me your top, your favorite all-time movie or your top 3. If you can't pick just one, give me your one or a top 3. I want to know why you like those movies, who's in them, because a lot of them, some are that have already been answered, I've never heard of before, so I'm curious to watch them. So Jason says, wrestling announcer voice, Werewolf and Scotty in the house. Now, who is that? Now, that wasn't Jim Ross saying that. It certainly wasn't Gordon Soley saying that. Who is that? Is that Michael Cole saying that? Scotty says, oh, you're only saying that because I look like a sumo wrestler. What? Oh, no. We are off the rails already. Werewolf says, please don't sit on me, Scotty. Oh, Jason says, Nah, I want to hear Rod pretend he's a wrestling hype man. No, I'd be more of the type of Gordon Soley. You know, I liked Gordon Soley the way he used to do announcing, and then Jim Ross after him. So, and Bill Mercer down there in Texas, he was a good announcer too, man. I liked him. Scotty says crack kills werewolf. Jason says, but do you have a sumo wrestling name, Scotty? Scotty Too Hottie was my wrestling name. There was a Scotty Too Hottie. There was. And Maranya says, extra, extra, the best Flash. Extra, extra, the best Flash. Jay Garrick loves peanut brittle. I don't know what Barry likes. I can't remember. I think he used to eat a lot. Excuse me. All right, Werewolf says, the crack in my back could save me, Scotty. Andrew says, I just realized YouTube took away my Triple P name. Yeah, it's done that to a lot, to everybody pretty much. It's changed their name and made it almost like a, what do you call it? Like he was like an email address or something. Yeah, they did that, I think 2 weeks ago. I noticed it. I don't know why. I have no answers. Jason says, so you stole a real wrestler's name. Gotta respect that, he says. Maranya says, I wondered about that, Triple P. Favorite movies, says Scotty. Terminator 2. Cool beans. I remember that one. Matrix. Yep, that's a good one. And Demolition Man. That's a one you don't hear mentioned too often. Demolition Man. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Right? If I'm not mistaken, that's the one he was in. Cool beans. Thank you so much, Scotty. Love it. Love it. Jason says, what issue is that, Maranya? What issue is that in, Maranya? I need to know. Stealing Rod's phrase. And Jason says that Jay Garrick loves peanut brittle. Werewolf says, I just watched the new Frankenstein on Netflix and it was phenomenal. Superb gothic horror from both sides of view. The creator and the monster, highly recommended. Why do I feel like I just had a deja vu moment? Did you post that last week, Werewolf? That's weird because I feel like I read that. That was weird. Ooh. But Frankenstein on Netflix. I don't have Netflix anymore, so I can't watch it. I have to wait. I'll have to wait until it either comes out on like a DVD set or something like that because I don't have Netflix anymore. And I wasn't going to pay for it just to have Monday Night Raw and 1 or 2 movies. So I had to give it up, along with Disney Plus and all that. Maranya says, I figure Jay loves it because peanut brittle is an old-fashioned candy. Yes, it is. I love peanut brittle myself. Used to always pick some up at the Deerfield Fair every fall because the people there, they've been there, coming there since I can remember. When I was a kid, when I started going. So, but their peanut brittle was awesome. Awesome stuff. I have to be careful now because my teeth are brittle, not just peanut brittle. But, you know, if I bite into things hard, I've busted a couple of teeth like last year. And it's no fun. So I have to be careful of what I eat as far as hard things like that. And Andrew says, there's a wrestler called Bad Andy. I created the email address in the 90s because I thought if I ever owned a bar, that would be what I would name it. There you go. Oh. Scotty says, I watched 3 episodes of Future Man. That's enough. Horrible show. A name like Future Man would be a cool movie, but was disgusting. Okay. Everybody stay away from Future Man. And the professor says, his number 2 is The Apartment. That was a horror movie, wasn't it? Was that the horror movie where the basketball was bouncing and it would come up over the window and then all of a sudden it turned into a head that was bouncing up and down? Is that am I remembering that one right? Oh man. Oh, he gave a whole list here. Touch of Evil. That one I don't know. Number 4, Anatomy of a Murder. I don't know that one either. Number 5, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof from, what was that, the 60s? Early 70s? So, Burl Ives was incredible. Yeah, I love Burl Ives. And Elizabeth Taylor at her peak hotness. Again, enough said, he says. Cool beans. Well, that's awesome. Let me know about that apartment, though. Because I want to know if that's the same one. I remember watching that, and I was into horror movies once the video store explosion happened. So we'd have one. It used to be in this town that I live in now, but I used to live in the next town over. That's where I grew up. But when the video stores opened up, and they opened up one here, I was here like every other day. Renting out horror movies. All the horror movies that I read about in Fangoria magazine, Blood Feast and you can't remember all of them, like The Apartment and stuff like that. I remember getting all those and some really bizarre stuff, like what was it, Mundo Bizarre or something like that, where supposedly there was like they had that was more of a compilation video. Like supposedly there was a guy that got killed by an alligator and it was on video and all this other stuff. It was just weird stuff. And then they started getting wrestling videotapes, and they noticed I was renting a lot of wrestling tapes. And they says to me one day, we can order these for you and to buy. And I'm like, say what? Okay, all right, well, and I get stuff like this. I just happened to have this out from last week. I was showing Aaron after the show went off. So I used to buy videos and they'd come in like this. This was about the Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal. Oh, what a rush. Anyway, I'm way off topic, and I haven't even showed any comics yet. So, all right. So, Scotty says, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. That's something I see every day here. Midnight loves to get on the roof. Uh-oh. Except our roof is vinyl or something like that, he says. And Diabetic Superman, how you doing this morning, DS? Cool beans. Great to have you with us once again. He says, morning, everyone, and good morning to you, my friend. Cool beans. And Andrew says, my favorite anime would be Princess Monomonopoeia. I don't know. Mononoke, I would think, or something like that. Man, that's a tough one. That's a tongue twister. My favorite comedy is The Jerk. Oh, that's a great one too. Oh, have you tried this cup of pizza? Put the other cup of pizza guy out of business. Oh, he hates these cans. That's a great one. I love it. I love that one. My favorite horror movie is Alien. I think I saw it way back when it first came out. I think I saw it in the theater. I haven't seen it in a number of years. That's Sigourney Weaver, right? So I that's one I'd have to watch again. Superhero movie is Galaxy. No, Guardians of the Galaxy. There we go. Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm a sucker for the Marvel movies as well as the DC movies. So yeah, I would like that one too. Comic book movie is Road to Perdition. That's a good movie. That's a real good movie. Yes, I like that myself. Uh, oh, so many good movies, man. You guys are coming up with some really good ones. When I think of Road to Perdition, for some reason, it also makes me think of the one with Morgo Mortensen, Viggo Mortensen, um, A History of Violence, which is a really good movie if you into those type of action movies. Great stuff. Maranya says, good morning to DS and Shadow. Hope all is well. Scotty says, my cats are playing outside. The 3 boys are outside all night. Midnight slept inside. It only got down to 65 degrees last night, so for a low, so I was okay with it. Yeah, I wish that would stay the low around here. 65, I can do that. Dale says, Sergeant York was my favorite movie ever. I saw it at 16 and was so moved I felt the call of duty. Oh, cool beans. Sergeant York. Was that for some reason, was that like a Mountie movie? The Royal Canadian Mountie? Or I could be way off on that. Let me know, Dale. Let me know. And Jason says, favorite action movie? Die Hard, says Jason. Cool. Okay. What my favorite action movie? What would be my favorite action movie? I liked the Equalizer series with Denzel Washington. That first one was really good. The second one was good as well. Third one, okay, but yeah, I really like that series. Also, I like the John Wick series because I liked not just the action in the John Wick movies, but I loved the mythology and the world building that they did, having this be a part of our world, but it's in an underground sort of way so that you don't even notice that this is going on. It's like a whole subculture and stuff like that. That fascinated me. So those 2 franchises would be probably tops in my action movie. Scotty says, that's a Christmas movie, Jason. No. Oh. Let's see. Maranya says, 75 degrees here. I woke up with chills, so I'm in my sweats. There you go. I got to start the wood stove today. I can feel that already. Woo. Let's see. All right. Jason says, true story, Scotty. One of the best Christmas stories. Christmas movies, I says. Yeah, he says. Jason says, so weird they gave up the Christmas aspect for 3, 4, and 5. And Scotty also says, I got the Mike Powers Atomic Man. Gee, what? I can't. Man, my eyes. Okay. I got that Mike Powers Atomic Man G.I. Joe figure from 1975 this week. He's awesome. Did any of y'all have him when he was new? I only discovered him in the 90s at a flea market and didn't have money. I did not. I don't recall him. So I know I didn't have him. So it was G.I. Joe, Major Matt Mason, and Captain Action. That was the ones I had. Jason says, all praise to Mel Brooks. Right there with you. There we go. Absolutely, brother. Maranya says, we have I'm looking for a line. There's a line. Okay. There is a line coming up. All right. Let's see. Where am I? I am right there. Maranya says, I only encountered that action figure on Toy Polloy's channel. At least the British version, Scotty. He was restoring them. Okay. Okay. And Werewolf says, favorite comedies? Life of Brian or Holy Grail. Yeah, in case you didn't hear mine at the beginning, Werewolf, my favorite all-time movie is Holy Grail. Monty Python and the Holy Grail, man. Yeah, can't beat Monty Python. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I explained, when whatever 10 20 seconds into it, when they come up over the hill and you see the guy with the coconuts, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm in tears the rest of the way. It's just crazy. You silly English knigget. I never knew what they meant when they were saying the word knigget. I never understood that. And then I got a book that talked about stuff that from the movie, and explained a lot of stuff, had a lot of the lyrics to the songs in it and stuff. And that was the phonetic speaking phonetically of the word night. And I did not know that till, gosh, mid 80s, so. Oh, but love Monty Python. I haven't seen Life of Brian in a long time, and I gotta find that one and watch that one again. That was pretty good. So, Andy says Clerks is definitely a Gen X comedy. 36. Does that include me? Scotty says no. We had it this year, for the first time. I never want to see that stuff again, he says. It's cold and slippery. Ice belongs at the ice rink or in the fridge. I couldn't second that any harder, Scotty. Unfortunately, I live up here in the frozen tundra of Maine. So, Miranda says, I don't know, Triple P. I'm at the tail end of the boomer generation along with Eric and Rod. Yeah, we're boomers. We're boomers. Jason says, well, did you like Clerks? If so, we'll include you. Jason says, I think we all vote against snow. Yeah, I think so. Jason also says, and by the way, it's too windy around here lately to go to Hampton Beach, Rod. Oh, we don't go to Hampton. That's too far down. We go up to York. So that's where we go. That's only 20 minutes away. So Miranda says, I live in 2 regions now, known for snow, Maryland and Pennsylvania, for a total of 62 and a half years. I'm living in Florida now, and I definitely vote against snow, she says. Yeah, you're in a good spot, Miranda. You're in a good spot. I envy you guys. Eric says, Eric K. Hey, Eric. It just automatically, I was thinking the professor. So Eric K, how you doing, man? Great to have you with us, sir. He says, hey everyone, I am driving back from Georgia to Florida today. White Christmas is my all-time favorite movie. That's a great movie indeed. Nothing wrong with that one. That is probably me and my wife's top movie for the season. We watched that at least twice, I think, during the Christmas season, along with a rotation of probably 8 or 10 other movies. Every weekend we'd sit down, we'll make some popcorn or cookies or something like that, and we watch it. And I'm with you. I love White Christmas. That's a cool one. I love that one. The music in it, the acting. I like Danny Kaye. So, I mean, it's just perfect. Cool beans. Well, great to have you with us again, sir. Thank you for joining us. Scotty says they also have a cinnamon flavored peanut. Okay, I might try the cinnamon one. And a sriracha. Big no on those. Also ranch flavored. Oh, my daughter would like the ranch flavored one. But ranch flavored is yuck these days. Okay. Stay away from the flavored peanuts. Easy Comic Reader says, Jackson, paging Mr. Roy Kirk. You are needed in the gallery. Number nine. Andrew says, I just noticed you are repping the Portland Sea Dogs hat today. Yes, sir. I remember going to games while on vacation at Old Orchard Beach. Yes, sir. Cheap seats and beer. Yeah. We usually try to go at least once a summer to a game, but we didn't get out there this summer, unfortunately. But I love it's so good. Other than the parking, which if you know what to do, the parking is okay. So we were let in on the little secret. So now I know where to park. Other than that, is a day at the ball game. What's better than a Saturday or Sunday afternoon, sunny afternoon at the ballpark? And that's such an intimate park. It only seats like I think 6,500 people, something like that. And we get to see the future, hopefully, a good future of the Red Sox. So yes, sir. This is indeed the Portland Sea Dogs. Good eyes, my friend. Jason says, what happened to plain old dry roasted peanuts? Well, there you go. See, you're more old-fashioned than you let on, Jason. Crazy Hungarian Joe, he says, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yes. And Shawshank. Oh, second one for Shawshank Redemption. Yes, another good one. And Jaws. Oh, man, I remember seeing Jaws at the theater. Oh, my goodness. Jaws. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff, Joe. Good stuff right there. Maranya says, hey there, Eric. How are you and Ozzy and Harriet and Anna Lee and Martin doing? Scotty says, I finally watched the Superman movie last night. It was okay. Worth one watch, but not really a second watch. Oh, well, that's too bad. Sorry you didn't like it. I enjoyed it. The only thing, my only thing, and I've heard a lot of people say this, was they wanted more action in it. And for me personally, I wanted more Metamorpho, and I wanted my Metamorpho from the comics, not some quivering, wimpy Metamorpho. I wanted to see Metamorpho in his action prime, you know. So that's. But other than that, I really enjoyed the movie. I did enjoy the movie. So. And Mariah says, now I'm craving those kinds of peanuts, Jason. All right, she's laying down the line. That'll give her time to go get some of those peanuts while I show some comics. All right, what do I want to start with? I think I'll start with, I'm going to start with Captain America. How's that? We're going to start with some Captain America. I don't show a whole lot. I haven't shown a whole lot of caps. So I dug those out, and then I've got, next round, I've got some, man, it has got to be super dusty or something down here today. Sorry about that, folks. Let's see. I've got Captain America. I've got Justice League from the 60s. And then I've got a continuation of Marvel superheroes, the square-bound ones. I started back about 3 weeks. I started showing those. And I've got the next round of them right here with me. So those are what we got to look forward to today. So let's start with Captain America. And everybody knows, I'm sure everybody in this crowd knows, when Tales of Suspense closed shop and stopped being a series, it basically, the numbering was taken over by Captain America. It just stopped doing the dual Captain America Iron Man well, I don't know what I'm trying to say. The stories. Thank you. So, and then they kept this. Iron Man went on to one shot with the Submariner, who was coming off of Tales to Astonish, 101, I think. And so they put those two, because the numbering for Tales to Astonish was continued by the Incredible Hulk with issue 102. So they had no place for Submariner and Iron Man for at least a month, I guess. So they put them together in a one shot, which is pretty cool. And it's one of those books that you would think that would be a highly sought after book or an expensive book, but it's not. So, but don't tell anybody, okay? So we don't want it to go up too high. So anyway, Tales of Suspense turned into Captain America with issue 100. And here it is right here, issue 100. Classic, iconic cover. Cap in his own series, in his own magazine at last. So I'll put him right there. Then we got 101. When wakes the sleeper. And this always, I always think of this guy, this villain, as being a Oompa Loompa. I don't know why. I mean, it just looks like he would be an Oompa Loompa. And he's putting a big hurt on Cap there. He's tossing Cap into the building. The sleeper strikes. The sleeper, he's a Oompa Loompa. Oompa Loompa, loopy doo. Here goes Captain flying to you. All right. Then we got 103. Great cover with the Scarlet Ghost. That was what was coming through my head. No, not Scarlet Ghost. Is there a Scarlet Ghost? If not, I'm going to create one. Scarlet Ghost. The Red Skull. Dun, 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 dun. You are the weakest link. Here is number 104, Slaves of the Skull. And number 105, we got In the Name of Batrock, who did make an appearance briefly in a Marvel movie. Always loved this one. This one they used to put out as a poster, I believe, too. This is issue 106. This one actually has a date stamp, which is pretty cool because they stamped it almost completely in the white part of Cap's shield, right up here. And it says, I think, 68 right there. So, hold on a second. What? What's that? Stand by. Hey, who's this guy here? Hello? Hello? Uh-oh. Well, there we go. He's starting to move. Can you hear me, Shannon? Oh. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, we'll keep that on there just in case. Ah, almost. There he goes. He's back. He's back. There we go. Can you hear me? Oh, I think he's froze. I think he's froze. Shannon, can you hear me, brother? Can you hear me? Oh, cut out again. He's in the car, so he may be traveling, so he may be going in and out of. Oh, there he is. Hey, can you hear me?
What's up, guys? Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, man, living the dream, working on Saturday.
I don't miss those days. I don't miss those days.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you're froze on this end, so I don't. There he is. Now he's moving.
Okay. So you're heading out to work, or you're already there, right?
Yeah, I'm on lunch break right now. So
So how is the family?
we're getting by. My son and daughter-in-law and the 2 oldest grandkids went up and saw mom last night, and they make gingerbread cookies, and that's a annual tradition a couple of times a year. So they said they had a good time. So yeah, I'll be back up there next week. But she had all the babies there, or most of the babiys last night. So she's doing pretty good.
Nice.
It was a good night for her. How you guys doing?
Good. We're doing good. We're hanging in there. Just got my my recumbent bike that we bought.
Oh,
So
cool.
the exercise bike. So I'll be able to try and exercise through the winter now. So
Nice.
yeah, I got it set up yesterday and right in front of the big screen TV. So I'm ready to go. I'm gonna be exercising madman.
Oh, nice.
We'll see if it does any
Good
good.
deal. I hear you. Yeah, it's been a short weekend for me, working today and then, a couple hours after you get home, back to playing again. So not going to do anything tomorrow, I don't think.
I don't blame you. Take a day and rest, right?
Yeah, right. I did bring a few books to show.
Well, go right ahead, sir.
Most of them are new. People have already seen them, but it's just stuff I've had in a stack and haven't really looked at for like the last month for obvious reasons. But we got New History of DC number 3. You've been picking this up?
I just read, what was the latest one that came out? Was it 3 or was it 4?
4, yeah.
4. Yeah, I read 4.
Okay.
And that was interesting. I gotta try and find the other 3.
Oh, you don't have the other ones yet? Okay.
Oh yeah, I got them, but I don't know where I put them.
Oh, you sound like me. Yeah, I got the first 2, and I thought they had a third one on order, but I didn't. And so I went through my comic shop and got number 3, and that's one of those Scott Koblish covers that's got everybody on it,
Yeah.
And then I got number 4 a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that's the one
That's when you got, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I read. Yeah.
And then
Took me a while, but I got it.
you get DCKO yet?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, that's where they're all fighting each other.
Yeah, what's that about?
Oh, that's the next big event. It even says it on there, DC Comics event. Yeah, it's like them all going against each other, and just Dark Side and the Omega Legion and all that. And here's a prestige book I ordered a while back. DC's Satanic Panic, got Zatanna.
Oh, neat. I never even heard of that one.
Yeah. And then I got some facsimiles. They're always good. Got Detective 40.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Action 252.
That's one I want to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superman number 1. It's a little bit bigger,
Yeah, that's a cool.
Yeah, I
that's
had
a cool one to have.
I had a few dollars left on a gift card, and I got that one DC New History Universe, and then I had one more, and I said, okay, this is one I didn't have, and I'm trying to complete this one. There's NASA number 5.
Oh, yes.
Got that Gil Kane cover on. How about that? Gil Kane on the men.
Nice.
But I always love these titles that deal, NASA and Toka and Nuclear and what was the other one? The one I collect, but the guy, the Monarch or Monster Isle. Can't think of his name. Kona. Yeah. I got about 2 issues shy on Kona and about 1 issue shy on this. So anyway,
wow.
yeah, that's all I got. Yeah.
Oh, great stuff. Great stuff.
Yeah. You got to show anything yet?
Actually, you were perfectly timed. I had shown about 5 books of Captain America, and so it was perfect timing that you come in to show books. So it worked out great. So
good deal.
I've been asking I've been asking people the question this morning: what is their all-time favorite movie or your top 3 favorite movies?
Well, you know what my favorite one is, so
Yeah, I got a
top,
hint. I think.
yeah. What's your top 3?
Let's see. My top one of all time is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I
That's a
just
good
love that movie.
Yeah.
And then the other 2, my second one would be Tombstone, with Kurt Val Kilmer and Kurt Russell and them. And then my third one would be probably Outlaw Josie Wales, because to me that's the story of Jonah Hex.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah,
those would be my top 3.
Those are good. I mean, I could list a dozen different ones for top 3, but probably, Planet of the Apes would be first. And if I mentioned the other Planet of the Apes movies, that'd kind of be overkill. So we'll just leave those out. And probably McKenna's Gold. You remember that one, that Western?
I remember we've talked about it. I recognize the title, but
Gregory Peck.
I don't remember seeing it. Uh-oh. You still there? Oh, there we go. It looks like you're moving in slow motion. I don't know. I do not know. Can you? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it had like an all-star cast, man. It had like Gregory Peck and Omar Sharif, Kelly Savalas.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. I had like Lee J. Cobb. Yeah, you're not moving at all.
Can you hear me, yo? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? I don't know. Huh.
Here.
I don't. Oh, I can hear you again.
I'll go McKenna's Goal, and then probably Sergeant York. Seen that one?
No, in fact, Dale Botts is in the peanut gallery, and he said that was his favorite movie.
Yeah, the internet it's non-existent here, and I can usually tap into the Wi-Fi, but for some reason it won't take my password today. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
But anyway, yeah, probably be Planet of the Apes and McKenna's Gold and Sergeant York.
Can you hear
I can
me?
hear you. You were just
okay.
you're just froze.
Okay, because everything looks okay on this end. I can't. But whoops. And just like that, he's gone like the wind. There he's back. Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, Shannon, you're froze up again.
Hello.
So, I heard you then. Oh, now you're gone.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh. I can hear you.
How's that?
Yeah, it's like choppy. Now it's froze. Oh man, eyes. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave him up and see if he can get back in. I can show some more. This is what I was gonna show. This is 106. Cap goes wild. There is 107. Sorry for the glare. There is 108. And I don't know why 109. Oh, I think that's because I had took some of them to the convention in April and I never put them back in here. So I'm my 109, 110, 110, 109, 110, 111, and 112 are not currently here with this group. But here's 113. Great cover. It looks, I believe it's a Steranko cover. Yes, it is. So cool bean stuff. So, all right. I'll do this. Unfortunately, I think we've lost connection with Brother Shannon. Hopefully, he'll be able to get back. He's probably close to being off lunch, unless he gets an hour. So, but if he pops back up here, I will see him, and we will get him right on. So, here is 114. The man behind the mask. Here is 115. I like this cover too. It's a nice white cover. 116, and it's also guest starring the Avengers. Just want to make sure, in case he tries to reach me on my cell phone, that it's up and running here. So if you're watching, Shannon, your thing just cut out on us. So hopefully you'll be able to get back in. If not, I understand. Let us know or let me know. Here is 117. The Coming of the Falcon. This is another cool cover. 118. The Falcon Fights. Look at that. Is that Gene Colan? Looks kind of like a Gene Colan one, but I love the fighting stance. It's just cool. And here is 119. The Skull Falls. Here's 120. Crack Up on Campus. All right, there we go. That's about half the stack. I'll stop there so I can try and catch up with the peanut gallery and see what you guys are saying. All right, there's the line. Thank you as always, Maranya, keeping me online, on my toes. Appreciate it. And Jason says, Scotty, you didn't like Guy Gardner in it, in the Superman movie? Scotty says, Sly was in Demolition Man. Oh, that's right. Sly Stallone. What I said Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. My bad. My bad. Werewolf by Lunchtime says, I bought it on Blu-ray, Scotty, Superman, Definitely only one watch from me, but sets up for future movies. Gotcha. Jason says, "Me too, Maranya. Have to go buy some. Have to go buy some after the show. We'll buy the dry roasted peanuts. Yes. Uh, I like the honey flavored ones. See, my all-time favorite was just salted peanuts. I used to love salted peanuts. Can't have the salt anymore, so I can't eat those. So I've gone to like the dry roasted peanuts. But I also like every once in a while I'll get one of those little tube bags of Planters peanuts with the honey roasted ones, or the really hot ones that have like barbecue hot flavored thing. Oh, those are good. I love those. And Scotty says it was fine, but I don't know. It seems like it was made for the younger people half my age. All the culture references were past my time. Jason and the other POD. I didn't know if real or okay. I'm not sure what POD is. Point of delivery? I do not know. Not, he says. Okay. I can relate to that, Scotty. Some of the references and stuff, and yeah, I think they are made for younger audience than us. I mean, or at least me, because if they do another 10 years of movies, I'll be like 73. So it's like they want people who are going to be who are in their 20s to hang around to their 40 and give them the money. So anyway, Diabolical Superman says top 3 movies for me are Superman the movie, very nice, Spider-Man 2, very cool, and Superman the newest one. I see a pattern here. Yes, I do too. Nothing wrong with that. It's a good pattern. Comic book movies, I love them. I'm with you, man. I'm with you, DS. So I may not agree with all the aspects of the stuff that they put in the movies, but I wanted to see these characters on the big screen done the right way for so long. I mean, since I was a child, Sure, I got the Hulk in the late 70s, 78, somewhere in there, 79. But he never fought any of his villains. He never fought any villain. I wanted to see him up against the Absorbing Man. I wanted to see him run into Thor, which eventually I think they did at one point. I'm not sure. No, I don't know. It was Daredevil that ran into Thor. Yeah, I'm with you though, DS. I love me some superhero movies. Absolutely. Eric Breen says the apartment is Jack Lemmon's from 1960. Okay, no, it's not the one I'm thinking of. Then no, definitely not. Jack Lemmon's. No, Jack Lemmon. No. I like Jack Lemmon though. He was a funny dude. His stuff was good. Jack Lemmon. Man, I hadn't thought of him in a long time. Wow. So, all right, I got you, Professor. Thank you for clearing me up here. So, Billy Wilder movie, indeed. Jason says, I can understand not getting the references, Scotty, but I prefer a lighter Superman. So I enjoyed this one and loved seeing an accurate Guy Gardner on screen. Yeah, I did like Guy Gardner's character. I did think that it was more in line. Oh, hey, Jason, hold on. He's back.
How about now? Is it working?
Aha. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Man, you look crispy clear.
Yeah, I just got a minute. I finally got hooked into the Wi-Fi here, but I got to go back from lunch. So just want to say hey to everybody. Glad I could hop on for a minute. Hope everybody's well. You included, my brother. I thought Aaron was supposed to be on with you today.
Aaron was on last week.
Okay, I kept thinking it
Yeah.
was today. I might have looked at the wrong one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to take me a while to catch up, man.
Yeah. So, well, it
Yeah, but
was great.
hopefully nothing happens. I mean, I probably got to play music next weekend, but as far as I know, we don't have to work. I think we got to work the 22nd, but I should be able to be on there, barring a major catastrophe. So
Next week?
yeah,
Well, you picked a good week because we're going to have another special guest with us.
who we having?
ECR.
ECR, awesome, good deal.
ECR is going to
Come back
be
and
on,
get-
so he'll be able to help us sing live.
There we go. The maestro with his own creation. I like it.
That's it. That's it.
All right, guys, I got to go, man. It's great seeing you, Rod, and everybody else in the chat, and we'll catch you next week.
Keeping you in our thoughts and prayers, brother.
Thank you, sir. Same
All
to
right.
you.
Take care.
See ya.
Awesome. That was great. I was hoping he would be able to get back in, even if it just to say, hi and bye, but it's great to see him again. So, cool beans. Hold on, let me get, what am I doing? Oh, he's back again. You coming up? Oh, there he goes. Okay. All righty. That was good. That was good. That made this a really good Saturday morning. So cool beans. All righty. Let's go back to the peanut gallery and let's see what's going on. Let's see. All right, we got the Professor Eric Breen says autocorrect changed hot tin roof to hot tub. What? I hate autocorrect. Man, if you knew the texts that so many texts I screwed up sending to family members, and then they write me back, my son or daughter, and they'll write me back. What are you trying to say, Dad? Oh my gosh, I hate autocorrect. So I understand, Eric. Jason says all comic book movies, DS. Favorite comic book movie, Spider-Man 2, with a shout out to Infinity War for nerding out to all those characters on screen. The Infinity Wars and Endgame, I really enjoyed those movies. I must have watched them now probably 50 times each. And I have to have a box of Kleenex next to me when I do. That's right. They'll probably take away my man card because I cry too much during those movies, man. But it's more than, I'm gonna sound like such a sap, but to me it's more than just a movie. Those are just more than movies because these characters were such a part of my childhood. And then throughout my life, really, because I've collected comics throughout my life since 67. So when I was 5 years old. So I mean, these characters have been, to me, they're almost like family. The Avengers, Justice League. They're all like family, and to see them on the big screen done in a big way. It just, I'm a kid. When that theme comes on, the Avengers theme comes on to start Infinity War and stuff, and I start watching that thing, I'm just immersed in it, and I become that 5-year-old kid. I don't know if you guys do the same thing, but that's how it works for me, man. And I'm in that world. I'm in that world for whatever, 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. I'm in that world, Oh, just tremendous. I love that feeling. I just love that feeling of I can't express the happiness other than it was probably only outdone by me and my wife getting married and the birth of my children. Other than that, I mean, I love those. That special feeling just gets me right there every time. All right, enough of that caterwauling. let's move on here. Scotty says, imagine watching a movie with all the references about Mr. Beast. I don't know Mr. Beast. And whatever is popular for little kids. It's like that to me. Those bands are real? Never heard of them. I got you on the references. Scotty says, maybe if Superman and Lois talked about liking bands like Duran, Van Halen, and Metallica, I might get it, he says. Jason says, the Road Warriors, the Demolition Wanted. Them's fighting words. Them's fighting words. Yes, sir. Oh, Demolition was a Road Warrior ripoff. What are you kidding me? Oh, Jason. He says, I know I'm going to switch movies, Scotty. When I watched Free Guy with my Free Guy. Was that the one about the guy who plays Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds? Was that the one where he was like in the video game and kind of not come to life, but they bring you inside the video game? Was that one? Because that was a funny movie. I saw that. That was funny. He says, when I watched Free Guy with my two younger kids, I would laugh at the old video game references. They would laugh at all the YouTube references. Scotty says, a princess with mono. My favorite anime was Bubblegum Crisis. And the irresponsible Captain Tyler. Never heard of any of them. I got nothing. Sounds like Shrek. Jason, it had something for all ages. Yeah, the Shrek movies were good. I second that. Jason says, yes, Free Guy is the one Rod can add to his list if he hasn't seen it yet. Also, definitely all ages friendly. You have to tell me if it's the one I'm thinking of, Jason, though. Jason says, additionally, love Shirk. I don't know what that is. Crazy Joe says, too many to choose from. Roman Polanski's Macbeth, Day of Wine and Roses, The Front Toy, many. Oh, no, The Front, too many. Well, I can understand that. I can understand that. Those of us who like movies, man, it's hard to narrow it down to just one. So basically what I'm going by how many times I've watched these movies. Monty Python and the Holy Grail, I've probably seen 1,000 times. It's just phenomenal. I just love Monty Python. And the same thing with Tombstone and Outlaw Josie Wales. I've seen those movies hundreds of times. Most times, if I'm flipping around the TV, the channels, and I come across one of those three movies, along with Infinity or Endgame, then I'm staying there and I'm watching it to the end. I don't care if it's only got 5 minutes left or if it's got 2 hours left. I'm going to sit there and watch that because I just love those movies. So I can understand, Joe. I can understand. It's hard. It's hard. We don't do things easy here. We don't do things easy, except for Easy Comic Readers' comic song of the day. So, all right. Did I skip that one? I did. Jason says both of those were newer action ones too. I was kind of expecting an old school one from Doc Silver Age. No, that's from the action movies that I said. Yeah, the John Wick and the Equalizer. No, because I think the action movies. I know it's conflicting because there were some good action movies in the 60s, in the 70s, in the 80s, but ones that I really liked and I want to see that again. If I want to see it again, it's got to be really good for me, in my opinion. So, I mean, the Jason Statham, however you say his name, movie, I will tune in for because I love him as an actor, And I know he's not that great an actor. He's just a kung fu guy or whatever. No, I like the way he acts. Like Homefront, the movie Homefront, and what was his latest one about Beekeeper? I think it was Beekeeper. They were just I enjoyed those movies. Man. I refuse to apologize for liking them. So Scotty says, I'm sorry. Speaking of apologies, I'm sorry. I'll try to type bigger. And Jason says, everyone switch to all caps for Dr. Silverage. Oh, you guys are brutal. You're killing me. Oh, man. Dale Butts, he says, Sergeant York was a World War I film starring Gary Cooper. Okay. All right. It won Oscars for Best Movie and Actor, Sergeant Alvin Cullum York of Pall Mall, Tennessee. Conscientious objector who went on to earn the Medal of Honor. Oh, I did not know that. I did not know anything about that movie. I thought for some reason when you said Sergeant York, it immediately brought to mind a Mountie movie, some kind of like a Canadian mounted movie. I can't remember. I know there was one similar to that. If it wasn't Sergeant York, it was very, very similar to it. But thank you for that, Dale, because I did not have information on that. I did not know about that. So I will look that one up. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. And Scotty says, Monty Python's Holy Grail is more fun to quote than watch. Burn her. She's a witch. She's a witch. Is a line I use so much. I can't agree with you on more fun to quote than watch. I think it's equally as fun. I just love the movie. It's just such weird weird humor that I find funny. That it just is, the guy with the coconuts, and they're pretending to ride horse. It just kills me. The French taunter up in the castle, the whole witch sequence there. How do you know she's a witch? well, she got a big nose. They put this nose on me. Oh, well, she has got a wart. I just love that. It's just so. I didn't say, you're not my king. I didn't vote for you. You don't vote for a king. Oh, now we see the violence inherent in the system. Help, I'm being repressed. Oh, love Monty Python, man. I'm on it. I could probably quote the whole movie. I've seen it so many freaking times. It is just that if I ever really am really down, man, I put that on because there's no way you can stay down when you're watching that movie. Jason says, favorite drama? A Few Good Men. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, what would I like for a drama? I think my favorite drama was Absence of Malice with Sally Fields and Paul Newman. Oh, it's such a great movie. Even got Wilford Brimley in it. And it was a gangster's son who was legit. He wasn't part of the organization, but he was getting blamed for something. And Sally Fields was basically Lois Lane type of thing, and she was writing up stories that weren't true, and but she didn't know that they weren't true, and it was just really good. It come down to like this scene where they're all in the newspaper room office with the lawyer and everything. Oh man, it was good. It was intense. So that I would have to go with Absence of Malice for my favorite drama. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Yes. Oh, how could I forget that? Have at ya. None shall pass. None shall pass. What? I've cut your arm off. Oh, it's just a flesh wound. I've had worse. How about ya? Oh man, don't get me started. I'll be here all day. Oh, it's 11:45 and I've only shown a few comics. Oh my gosh. Scotty says boomers and bloomers. That could be a song. Boomers and bloomers. No, that sounds like uh, bananas and pajamas. That's where I'm getting that from. I'm not sure if I'm Silver Age or Bronze Age. My birthday is early 70s. Well, if you go by the traditional Bronze Age, that was like 72, I think. But it varies nowadays. I've seen, but that it always used to be, I think, 72 when Neil Adams came out with the Green Lantern, Green Arrow series. When he did his stint on it, on that series, I think that's one of the earmarks for the Bronze Age, the start of the Bronze Age. At least that it used to be. I don't know about anymore. So, Jason, so that would make you Silver Age. Boomers and bloomers, old dirty magazines. No. Moving right along. Scotty says, "What's everyone's favorite Thanksgiving movie?" Holy cow! I think it would be Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving special for me. Oh, because I don't know of any specific Thanksgiving movies. I'm sure they'll come to mind when somebody mentions them, but I can't think of any right off the top of my head that were centered around Thanksgiving. I can't. Crazy Hungarian Joe says planes, trains, and automobiles for Thanksgiving movie. Oh, there you go. See, somebody already jumping right in there, and they've got the answer. So planes, trains, and automobiles. There you go. That's a funny movie. That was a good movie. So nothing wrong with that one. John Candy, man. John Candy left us way too soon. I think of the movies he did and what he could have done. Man. Jason says, I was trying to search my mind for what could be considered a Thanksgiving movie. And Andy says, Plane, Trains, and Automobiles is the best Thanksgiving movie. There you go. That's two right off the bat. Jason says, does Garfield Thanksgiving count? Well, if Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving special counts, then your Garfield does too. Scotty says, be right back, getting some pickled peanuts and bacon. Oh, Jason says, Captain America, did I mention Mark Gruenwald is an unsung hero of Marvel? Right? His 13-year run on Cap is phenomenal. Cannot argue that point. No sirree. Scotty says, Clover Valley, Dollar General brand, Bacon Ranch flavored peanuts. It is now, if you are in North Carolina, you get a bottle of Pepsi and put peanuts in it. I've heard of that before. I've heard of that. People putting peanuts in their Pepsi. I've heard of that. Never done it. So, hey, Gratu, how you doing, man? All the way from rural Retreat, Virginia. Great to have you with us once again, my friend. Hope all is going well over there at the hotel this morning. Cool beans. How's the kitties? Are they getting along? We want to know, are the kitties getting along? So, I got to get the kitties' names. We'll put them in the Legion of Peanut Pets. So, and Scotty says, howdy, Gratu. And so does Jason. He's saying hello, hi, and howdy to Gratu. And Scotty says, now, why did they date stamp books again? I think that was not a thing by the time I became cognitive. They used to do it with like stamps like you saw on that Captain America, or they did it with the grease pencil. They would write the date on it, and I believe it was the date that they were delivered, and what would be their first date on the racks in like a drugstore or something like that. And then there was a certain amount of time that they were to stay on the rack. And then if they weren't, that's when they took them, and they used to tear the logo off the top and then send it in and get money back on them, I think, or something like that. I don't know the whole inside story on it, but I believe that's just about what it was. It was the time, the date that they arrived into the store, and the store would stamp them, and then they stayed on the rack for a certain amount of time. At the end of that time, ripped the label off, and then sent that into the distributor, and to get some money back on the ones that didn't sell. I think that's right. Jason says, that's a blank screen. Rod's losing it. And I am one of us. He's saying hello to Garatu Orlov. And Jason says, technical difficulties. Yes, we did. But that's okay. Scotty says, Shannon went into the black hole. Oh, no. It was great to see him, though. Easy Comic Reader, Shannon, he says. Oh, yeah, cool. Rod is faking us out with photos of Shannon. No. Doggone it. I told you, even in the promo, I told you guys, be on the lookout for maybe a surprise visit. And he come through. Awesome. It was great to see him again. Jason says, slow-mo coffee drinking. Technology, he says. Crazy Joe says, hey to Shannon. Shannon, he says. Andrew says they would date stamp comics, so at the newsstand they knew when they could return them with the refunds. Okay, yeah. So I was correct. Cool beans. Thank you for that affirmation, Andy. Appreciate it. And Scotty says maybe you can create an AI of Shannon. No, we'll be creating no AIs of people. I do the AI music thing because I'm working on another show that I might do here, hopefully before the end of the year. I'd like to, but we'll see, where that uses the AI music. So cool beans. I knew, in fact, that's the name of the show. Cool beans. I am one of us says hello to Shannon. And he also says, nice to see you, Shannon. Cool beans. I'm sure he'll see these this afternoon or tonight or whenever he gets a chance to watch this. So Jason says, howdy, Shannon, and read some comics tomorrow for rest. There you go. I don't think you have to tell him twice. He reads a lot. I don't get to read a lot right now. Like I've explained it to you guys. But hopefully after the 17th, shortly after the 17th, I'll be able to read things at like the Peanut Gallery and comic books again. So Cheap Comic Collector. Hey, Rob, how you doing, Triple C? He says, just got up. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Rod. And hi to you, sir. Hope all is going well. Been enjoying your videos of your collection. Just saw 1973, the second half of 1973. So cool beans. If you get a chance, check out Rob's channel, Cheap Comic Collector. He's putting up videos every day, each noontime, that's showing his collection, and he has his collection broken down by years. So he'll pull out a box and say, today is 1973. Very cool stuff, man, because you got some great stuff in that collection. You really do. Awesome stuff, man. So, and of course, don't forget his $3 auctions Saturday nights at 9:00. I'm not sure if he does one on Sunday at 9:00 or is it noontime. You'll have to straighten me out, Rob. Let me know. I am one of us says, hello, Rob. And Trusty Sidekick. How you doing, Trusty? And great to see you here. He says, good morning, Peanut Gallery. Good morning to you, sir. I'm telling you, this guy is the voice stand-in for Stan Lee. If you have not heard him on the Geeky Puppet Show when he does his Stan Lee voice, if you close your eyes, you'd swear to God that Stan Lee was right there doing the narration. Incredible voice. It's awesome. I still marvel at that. No pun intended. So cool. Great to have you with us, Trusty. Scotty says, I missed the name of the movie. Which movie? Was it Time Stopper, the movie? I'm not aware of a movie called Time Stopper, but that does not mean anything. It just means that I don't get out of the house much. You got to get outside and touch some grass. Trusty says, streaming from the car, is that Shannon or Nasser? I don't know who Nasser is. Or NASA? Is it supposed to be NASA? NASA? I don't know. I do not know. Maranya says, good morning, Triple C and Trusty. And Jason says, bad connection. Get someone from Comcast to fix that. Oh. Moving right along. Trusty Sidekick says, Maranya. And Scotty says, Shannon is acting out his favorite movie, Frozen. Oh, no. And let's see. Jason loves to cosplay as Olaf, Scotty, says Jason. Oh, be picking on Shannon now. Scotty says, I don't get that. I just know he's frozen in the frame. Yeah, I guess he was saying there was an issue with the Wi-Fi. He was trying to get into the Wi-Fi and couldn't till that last bit that he was able to get in. So that's what the issue was with that. Scotty says, isn't Olaf from The Hunchback? What? This is how rap music started. Maranya says, Olaf was the snowman in Frozen, Scotty. I've never seen the movie, but I've seen enough things naming the cast over time. Same here, Maranya. I never saw the movie. I don't know. It just didn't strike me as one I wanted to see. Not that there's anything wrong with it that I know of. So, but Scotty says, I tried watching it and fell asleep. It's not a movie for me. Okay, there you go. I'm probably along that same wavelength, Scotty. Jason says, sometimes I forget I'm the only one with a kid the age that had to watch Frozen 15 or 20 times with them. Okay, so you know exactly what Frozen's about. So Scotty says, I think I got through the title screen before falling asleep. Reminds me of that summer that Titanic came out. Best 3-hour nap I ever had. In AC history. And Jason says, rap music started because of Rod, MC Silver Age. So Scotty says, Dr. Dre, move over. It's Dr. Silva. Scotty says, Falcon without wings. Wow. Yes, sir. Stop collaborating and listen. Dr. Silver Age is back with old issues and additions. There we go. I can't sing. How do you expect me to do something as complicated as rap? And Jason says, drop another line now that he's back from the line and see how long it takes, Maranya. There we go. Well, probably took me, 20 minutes anyway? Because there's the line right there. So, all right, we're going to show some more comics here. And what time is it? It is just about noontime. So, here we go. We're reaching down, pull out some DC. Because I want to show some Justice League, man. Justice League was big in my childhood. So here we go. We're going to start off with Justice League number 75. With the Black Canary. Or as I used to say when I was a kid, Black Canary. I don't know why. Because I knew how to say canary, but for some reason I said Black Canary. I got no excuses. I got no excuse. All right, and this one here, number 76. This one, oh yeah, baby. This is a Giant, one of the Giant series, G65 in the Giant series, but it is also doubles as Justice League of America number 76, and it's a square bound beauty for 25 cents. Love it. Oh, man. These bring back memories, man. Just great stuff. Cool beans. All right. Then we got number 77. These were right in the wheelhouse, too, because they had the roll call on the side. And I loved that. So here we go with number 77. I loved it when they put the lineup on the side. That was just great. I know it drives people who don't like floating heads crazy, but I just always loved it because it's like I check to see, hey, is my yeah, Flash is in there. Oh, we got Adam in there this time. We got Green Lantern. Yeah. Look at this one. This is a Gil Kane cover. So we may have to play the Gil Kane thing after this one. Shannon showed a Gil Kane one. This is a Gil Kane one. 3 is the magic number. We see a third Gil Kane one, and that'll trigger it. I believe this is a Gil Kane. So here is 78, and look at that. We got the Vigilante right there. Now, Vigilante, I never could figure out which Earth it was that he was on. Was he on Earth 2? Because I thought he had some adventures with JSA. But I know he was part of the 7 Soldiers of Victory. But I thought those characters were from like that Earth, not this Earth. So I never could quite figure that out. If somebody knows the definitive answer, please let me know so I can stop wondering and sleep at night. Here we go with number 79. This is a Neil Adams cover. Yeah. Neil Adams. Great stuff. Oh, this looks like Irv Novick, maybe. Maybe a Nick Cardy. No, I don't know. Here is number 80. There's another Neil Adams cover. Number 81. Let's look at the faces on Batman. All right, here's number 82. Crossover with the JSA. I believe this is a Neil Adams cover as well. This one I remember buying down at the Rexall drugstore downtown Rollinsford. I remember walking home reading it too. It had the JSA in it, so you were getting twice the heroes, right? But it also had the Spectre in it, and I was a big fan of the Spectre. Still am. Here's number 83. And this cover was done by Murphy Anderson. July 1970, right there. I'm telling you, you know me, it's so nice. Gotta have it twice. All right, then number 84. Let's see. Probably should rebag these ones. The bags are getting kind of, what do you call it, foggy. So here's another giant. This is a 64-page giant, and it's G. 77 in the giant listing, and it doubles as number 85 for the Justice League. This one is not a square bound. This is what they call saddle stitch. So, like a regular comic book. Not a square bound. Not a square. Not the square bound. Not the square bound. Here we go with another Neil Adams cover. Number 86. This had a really good lineup in it. Look at them. Second Bananas. Flash, Aquaman, Adam, Hawkman. Yeah, baby. Those are the guys I wanted to see. Here is number 87, Neil Adams again, with King Batman. What's up with that? King Batman. Here's another one. This one has been in my collection a long time. This and I think 147 and 148 of the Mighty Thor are probably the books that are been in my collection the longest, because my collection got thrown out twice. So a lot of that Silver Age stuff got tossed twice. But this one here, and you can see, because it is well loved. It is held together with bubblegum and memories. And this is number 88. I loved this little logo right here. I love that little emblem thing that when they had that on there. I thought that was just a cool thing. Kind of set it aside, apart from the rest of the DC stuff. Who was it? The mystery books like House of Mystery and House of Secrets had something similar to that. Here is number 89. This is an upgrade that I had got probably within the last 2 years, because mine cover had the Superman cut out on the cover. So this is number 89. But this is a much nicer copy. Neil Adams on the lid again. So there we go. That's the Justice League portion of the DC. I got some more. I got a couple leftovers from Halloween. So I figured I'd show some of these. All right, we're going to do Phantom Stranger. So follow me, for I am the Phantom Stranger. This is number 1. Or is this bronze? No, it's silver. Yeah. This is his Silver Age number 1. I believe I think it's a reprint, if I'm not mistaken. But, I mean, it's Phantom Stranger, man. It's Phantom Stranger. Think I have a Phantom Stranger fetish? I don't know. Here's number 2. Phantom Stranger. That's another character that I really enjoy. And it used to be a big deal, like when him or the Spectre or Deadman would appear in a Justice League book. It was always a big story. Oh, here we go. Boom. And I would love to see Phantom Stranger either have his own movie or be in like a Justice League movie or something. I'd love to see a Justice League Dark movie where they team up with the Justice League. That would be cool. Can you imagine seeing Etrigan? That would be neat. Oh, yeah. That would be cool. Phantom Stranger, Dead Man. We've already seen Constantine, right? And I think Zatanna has appeared in one of the TV shows, maybe. So, I mean, why not? Why not have Justice League Dark? Here is number 3. On the merry-go-round. Round and round I go, down and down I go. And again, I'm telling you. All right, here we go. Number 4. These were just great, cool stories. Follow me, for I am the Phantom Stranger. Number 5. I think it would be, if they did a solo movie with him, I think it would be very easy to do. I mean, you wouldn't have to spend too much for CGI or whatever. So this is number 6. Looks like the Headless Horseman. And now you're seeing double. Ooh. All right. There is Phantom Stranger number 7. Whoop. Stay put, please. Thank you. Here is number 8. I like this cover too. This is a cool one. Neil Adams. Look at that. Just a couple more. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. And number 10. Here is number 10. Got that gothic look to this one. Whoops. So there we go. All right. Yeah. So, all righty. Let's jump back into the peanut gallery once again and see what you folks are talking about. Thank you so much for the line, as always, Maranya. Love it. Jason says, announcing voice, Danny Ketch is the best Ghost Rider. Not. POD, payable on death. Okay. Actually, a Christian hard music group. So them I know. Payable on death. Okay. Okay. I don't get it, but okay, payable on death, I guess. They're talking afterlife. If they name themselves Afterlife, I think that would be a much more pleasant name than payable on death. Maranya says, extra, extra, Carter Slade is the best and only Ghost Rider. Jason says, with special respect to the original Carter Slade. There you go. Maranya says, thank you, Jason. Scotty says, I think my 3 movies have a theme too. Dystopian futures versus man. Could be, yeah. There you go. Now, if you're a true dystopian future, are you a fan of any of the Planet of the Apes? I would think you would be. I bet you are. Because that's a talk about dystopian futures right there. And Jason says, I was trying to beat you to saying it, but you got me. And you're welcome as always, Lady M. There you go. Scotty says Avengers had one of the best superhero movie lines ever. Quote, "There's only one God, ma'am, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like that." Captain America. Captain America. Scotty says, I just unlocked Elder Swamp Thing on Injustice 2 phone game. Okie dokie. Jason says, Scotty, what about the line, a sorcerer is just a wizard without a hat? Was that Iron Man said that? Scotty says, I can't recall that one. I had to look it up, Scotty, but it's in the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show on Disney Plus. I'm trying to remember if I still had it and watched that. I can't remember if I watched that series or not. I don't think I did. I think I had gotten rid of my Disney Plus before then. Scotty says, Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Never saw that movie. No, that was he's talking about the TV show that was put out by Disney on Disney Plus. That's what he's referencing. Jason says, I had the ducking autocorrect. I got it. Took me a second, but the marble went down the hole finally. I Am One of Us says, a rare performance of ECR singing next week his own songs. Sounds like fun. Yes, absolutely. It's going to be a blast. That's awesome. ECR and Shannon returning for a show. Absolutely. It's going to be far out, baby. Yes, sir. Cool beans indeed. Mariah says that show was surprisingly good, except for them shoehorning Falcon into the Captain America role. I like Evans as in the Captain America role. I just think he pulled it off spectacularly. I actually could believe, when you're movies, it's all about, for me, it's all about suspending your disbelief. Same as pro wrestling. You got to suspend your belief, your disbelief. And he portrayed Cap, and I know he's mimicking lines or just repeating lines that were written for him, but the attitude with which he delivered them and stuff, his whole attitude or demeanor or however you want to put it, I thought he was the perfect Captain America. And I know they want to do different things and try and get more of an audience and stuff like that. But I just think that they rush through too much of the history. There are so many stories in the Silver Age and Bronze Age that they could go through. I'd love to see the Kree-Skrull War. I'd love to see that done. I'd love to see them introduce some other characters like Jack of Hearts and stuff like that. But for me, the Captain America role should be played by Chris Evans, the Steve Rogers. I just thought he was perfect for that role, man. And it's funny when you see him in something like the movie called The Losers. You see him when he's singing and singing as he gets into the elevator and stuff. I mean, it's like he played Captain America, So, but that's me. But they don't make movies for just Dr. Silver Age. So, Scotty says that was just a joke, by the way. Jason says, Maranya, I'm with you on never really caring for a Falcon as Cap, but Baron Zemo in that show was so good. Was it the same Baron Zemo that appeared in the movie? Or was it his son or something? And is he involved? Why wasn't he involved in the Thunderbolts? He wasn't involved in the Thunderbolts, right? Maranya says they should have focused on Sam and Bucky like a cop show and developing both Falcon and Winter Soldier more. Yes, good. I agree with that. That's very good. Yes. Scotty says, I read Titans #1 from 1999, and the title I gave my video was exactly that. It's catching up with old friends. There you go. Nothing wrong with that, Scotty. Because it's like seeing new Teen Titans grown up. There you go. Miranda says, have that guy who went nutters to be Captain America for the season. Then at the end of the season, tease Sam becoming Cap. And Jason says, I'm sure Tam will be happy with you, but put the wedding above the Avengers movie. She knows me. She knows me. 40 plus years. She knows me. She puts up with me. She tolerates me and my little idiosyncrasies. Easy Comic Reader, he says, appreciate I Am One of Us, but I'll be stepping aside for Brother Shannon, but I'll cook up a special song for the occasion. Oh, you're not going to be able to do it, Easy? Oh. No, come on and be on with both of us. It'll be a real special show. You got to come on with us. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, sir. Free Guy is that movie with Ryan Reynolds in the video game. Okay, I did see that, and that was a funny movie. I did enjoy that. Even Tam enjoyed that movie. She thought it was funny because we watched it together. It was just on, and we just said, well, let's check this out. Okay. Wreck-It Ralph is the video game movie, and it was great. That one I do not know. I do not know Wreck-It Ralph. Iggy Pop! How you doing, Higgy? Great to have you with us, man. He says, hey, peanuts, popcorn, peanuts. Great to have you with us, Jim. How you doing, man? Happy Saturday to you, brother. Jason says, if you like Wreck-It Ralph, you will like Free Guy, Scotty. Yeah, that was funny. I enjoyed it. So Scotty says, Free Guy. Is it a movie or a show? Never heard of it. No, it's a movie, yeah. It's a movie. And Maranya says, hey there, Higgy Pop and Hawk Dog. How you doing? Jason says, movie, Scotty. Probably 2 or 3 years old now. Still fairly new. Diabetic Superman says, hey, Higgy. And Higgy Pop says, Lady Maranya, Hawk Dog's doing well. I just added that myself. He put the music in there for the Lady Maranya part. I know. Jason says, Jerry the King Lawler voice. How do you do the Jerry the King Lawler? I don't know how to do Jerry the King Lawler. I know what he sounds like, but I don't know. I don't know him for anything. Like Jim Ross would say, it's a slobber knocker. What did the king say? Higgy Pop is in the house. Scotty, okay, maybe I'll try it. Jason, if I can find it on VHS tape. I don't know if you find it on VHS tape. I guess you're not going to be able to see it. Oh, let's see. There was action in the 60s. Oh, cowboy movies. Absolutely. There's some great cowboy movies in the 60s. What are you talking about? Are you bad-mouthing cowboys movies? Oh, boy, oh, boy. Psychotronic Squirt Gun. Aaron, how you doing, man? He says, greetings, Rod, Lady M, and the Peanuts. How you doing, man? Great to have you with us once again. Waking up. How's the sunshine over there on the West Coast? And Jason says, I was half expecting Rambo, Terminator from you for action movies, Rod, but pleasantly surprised, he says. Terminator was good. I liked Terminator. I liked Rambo. The first one was really good. I had to read the book and do a book report on it in junior year, I think, of high school. So it had, when the movie came out, it had a little extra for me. I was looking forward to it. But and another action movie. What was the name of it? I can't think of it. Doggone it. Remo Williams. The Adventure Begins. I believe that was the name of it. Remo Williams, based on the Remo Williams, the Destroyer novels. I like that. That's one of those, just a sentimental, personal favorite, because a friend of mine that I worked with, who is since passed on, unfortunately, he got me reading these. I had never heard of them before, and of course, finding out that there's more than one. And at the time, there was probably about 70 different novels of the Destroyer. And being a comic book collector, what do you think that did? Huh? Yeah, it set off the old collecting genes. He goes, not only do I want to read it for what he told me about the characters, which was really super cool, but to find out there's more, I have to, and I got a box down there with like the first 60 or 70 books. They went into the hundreds, 120, I think, or something like that. And I think they're still publishing them, some of them today. But yeah, Remo Williams. Love Remo Williams. And Chun. Did I just skip somebody? No, okay. All right. Marina says, greetings to you, Aaron, and gorgeous Rekina. And by the way, Jason, loved your video you did on showing your collection. Showing yours is much more organized than mine is, and man, like I said in the comment, I wish mine was that organized, but I'm gonna get there. Doggone it, I'm gonna get there. I got 2.5 foot stacks, probably 4 or 5 stacks, 2.5 feet high, that I got to sort and then get back into their correct boxes. Man, oh man. Jason says, on VHS, good luck, my friend. Yeah, that's what I said. Quite enough, sir. QNS, baby. How you doing? Cool beans. Great to have you here. He's got the caps going for me. Captain Crunch looks happy. Yes, he does. You got Adam Ant here guarding him, keeping him in place. Whoops, now he's falling. There we go. Stay right there, Adam. Oh, you're not gonna do it now. Okay. It's gonna be like that. There we go. Oh, that doesn't look right. Okay. So we'll put him up here. There we go. Two buddies hanging out. Great to have you with us, QNS. Thanks for popping in, man. Always great to see you in the Peanut Gallery. Jason says Captain Crunch is always happy. That's my favorite cereal now. Captain Crunch. My favorite all time is Quisp. And you can still buy it, but it's expensive. They have to ship it in, import it or something. I don't know. So Scotty says, I saw a Christmas Captain Crunch at Walmart. Oh, is it already there? I got to go get me some of that. So where's the Thanksgiving Crunch? Tastes like turkey. We have turkey marshmallows. Psychotronic Squirt Gun Aaron says, yeah, Maranya, we have to close the car door now at night. Other cats have been sneaking in and stealing her food at night. Wow. What's up with that? Got cat thieves in the neighborhood. What is up with that? Robert Harrison 2.0. How you doing, Bob? Cool beans. Bob, you are the inspiration for my question this morning, by the way, is because I was watching your video last night. And I said, that would be a good question to have. Would be, let's have people say, tell me their top movies, their favorite movie or their top 3 movies. So it was all based off of watching your video last night. He says Gary Cooper was a little old to play York. Just nitpicking, he says. So he's seen the movie, evidently. I've never seen the movie. So, But it was great. And if you get a chance, don't forget to check out Robert Harrison. He's loaded up videos on what he's watched for movies in the past week. Probably today you will see the Rick and Bob show, where they go over music and watching what movie they watched and stuff. So always a fun time on Bob's channel. So definitely check him out. Also check out Aaron's channel, Psychotronic Squirt Gun Aaron. He just set up a new channel strictly for his comic stuff, which is really cool. So get over there and sub him up on that as well. So cool beans. We get them all in. Maranya says, hey there, QNS. Captain Horatio Magellan Crunch does look happy indeed. Very good, Maranya. You know that trivia, the answer to that trivia question. Very good. Cool beans. Jason says, Thanksgiving is not as big a money holiday, so fast forward right to Christmas. So, yeah, now, but who wants anything to do with families having dinner together? Get that out of here. No, I'm just kidding. What a bug or something flew in my mouth. I guess not. I guess it was just me exaggerating. Maranya says, oh dear, maybe leave a bowl out for the neighborhood kitties, Aaron. Gotta feed the whole neighborhood. And Scotty says, isn't ironic we are thankful for what we have on Thursday and then go buy more stuff on Black Friday the next day? Yes, I've stood in lines on Black Fridays before. I don't plan on doing it much anymore. Psychotronic Squirt Gun Aaron. He says, bad kitties, Lady Maranya. Jason says, oh, you wait till Friday, Scotty? I'm on the websites on Thursday itself, so I can avoid the stores on Friday. And Maranya says, hey there, Robert. Cooper was great in Pride of the Yankees and Meet John Doe. Oh, those are two movies I have not seen. I've heard of Pride of the Yankees. Wasn't that was the story of Lou Gehrig, right? Wasn't that what that was, if I remember correctly? Scotty says it's a beast with big fangs and big teeth. Robert Harrison says Wizard of Oz, Bluebird of Happiness, The Searchers, my top 3. Ah, cool beans. Wizard of Oz. I enjoy Wizard of Oz. Bluebird of Happiness, I've never seen. I've never even heard of. And The Searchers, John Wayne, man, gotta love the Duke. You gotta love the Duke. The Searchers was a good one. That was a tough one to watch sometimes, but it was a good one, man. It was a good one. Maranya says, bad kitties. Maybe their human servants aren't feeding them, so I'd still leave out a bowl for them. I'm soft-hearted that way. We have done that before as well. When I lived at home, my folks used to do that. So, Jason says, sounds like the ex-wife, Scotty. Uh-oh. Scotty says, I thought Silver Age ended when the comics went 12 to 15 cents. No, not technically, no. There was a little crossover. So, but like I said, that line has since been slowly evaporating and disappearing. So now I don't know if there is a definitive start to the Bronze Age. Some would say it was Conan #1, I think, for Marvel. And like I said, the other one for DC, it would have been when the Green Lantern was handled by Neil Adams and introduced a lot of social stuff into that comic with Green Arrow. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you as far as a definitive one. I don't think there is a definitive one anymore. Robert Harrison said, yes, he was, Maranya. Aha. Scotty says, do you have an ex-wife named Scotty? Scotty says, you have an ex-wife named Scotty? He's talking to Jason. Quite enough say it says, a Walton Thanksgiving. Oh, there you go. There you go. I was just saying, I couldn't think of a specific Thanksgiving movie, but there you go. Absolutely. Scotty says, commas save lives. Let's eat grandma. Oh, geez. See, and I fell for it. Too bad for grandma. Or let's eat grandma. Yes. Commas make the difference. Excuse me. Jason says, no, Scotty, but big fangs, big teeth, and a monster. Scotty says, so she's cute. So she's a cute bunny. They made a toy of that. He also says it's a fuzzy hand puppet. And when you open its mouth, vicious. It's a vicious rodent. With big gnarly teeth. Oh, I assume they date stamped comics before they invented receipts. Oh my gosh. Jason says hand puppets that get vicious and eat people. There's a creepy, scary horror movie there. Yeah. Scotty says, so the stamps tell you that when the comic book spoils, like the date on the milk, pretty much. You got it. You got it, Scotty. Diabetic Superman says, I would think putting peanuts in a bottle of Pepsi would be a choking hazard, Scotty. That might be why we never did it up here. Oh, Scotty says, like ice? And Maranya says, Jason, do you remember the Jim Henson Muppet skits on classic SNL? They were usually the best part of the show. I don't remember those. And I watched the first 10 years of SNL before I gave up. Probably a little less. No, it was less than that. 8 years, maybe. Jason says, peanut butter flavored Pepsi. We'll joke about it this week and then find next week it's real. Laughing out loud, he says. Jason also says, I haven't watched those in a long time, Aranya, so I have a vague remembrance of them, but anything Jim Henson was involved in was really good. I have to second that too. Robert Harrison says, you found a lot of those comics with ripped covers in secondhand bookstores back in the early 60s. Yeah, I remember they used to sell them in 3-packs. I found them in a hardware store of all places once. And they were all covered with the cover, not the cover ripped off, but the logo ripped off the cover. So you're right, Bob. You absolutely right. Jason says that might be a YouTube search later today, Maranya. There you go. Maranya says the mighty Favov, not sure about the spelling, was involved along with volcanoes. A diabetic Superman, he says, ice wouldn't be as easy to accidentally swallow. He says it'd be melting. It would probably melt a lot quicker. Yeah, but it melts. Yeah, it melts, and peanuts don't melt. Okay, I see what you're saying. You guys are saying. Okay, you would find, Robert Harrison says, you would find a lot of those comics with ripped covers in secondhand bookstores and stuff back in the 60s. Yeah. Did I just go backwards? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. And Higgy Pop says, hey, Rod, the latest JSA issue is so good. Takes place in the 40s. Yeah, I didn't get out to the comic store this week. Maybe I can sneak out next week, and hopefully they'll still have a copy for me. If not, I'll have to go up to the one in Rochester and get one there. So I'll be traveling all over. Maybe I'll just go to Rochester. We might have to go to Hobby Lobby up there. So Jason says, well, thank you for that, Higgy. But you know me and JSA, just like you, just like Shannon, JSA-aholics. Jason says, well, if it's at noon, we'll still be here in Golden Time. Yeah, I know. I just looked down and saw it's already 20 minutes of 1. So I'm trying to make my way through the peanut galleries and not short anybody this week. So Jason says, Maranya, remind me why they stopped doing the Muppet sketch. Were they really popular, I thought, for CNL? Triple C says, my auction on Sunday is the channel members only show. Okay, so on Sundays he has his members only channel, and you can join and be a member for $2.99 if I'm not mistaken, $2.99 a month. And I'm telling you, if you go to these auctions, you can pick up great books. I mean, great value books on these for $2 and $3, and sometimes they might bid up, but I think he was talking the other day in a video I saw that they rarely go above like $5, $6 at the most. And man, some of the books he's got to auction off, good stuff. So definitely check them out. So thank you, Rob. Appreciate it, brother. Oh, did I not read the rest of that? I didn't. Both auctions now feature a $1 claim sale. Oh, cool beans. All right. The members get that way. The members get the first shot at the incoming comics. So, boy, if you want to get, because I've seen stuff that he's had before. If you want to get in on those comics, you gotta join up, man, because you'll get some great comics. Cool beans. He also says on Black Friday we'll be doing a $1 sale all day long. All right. Well, I'll be tuning into that. Cool beans. Great news. You heard it here first, folks. Or maybe second. He might have said it on his channel. But we're close to first. So on Black Friday, he'll be doing a $1 sale all day long. Cool beans. Robert Harrison. It's about two bad guys chasing a princess up a flight of stairs, trying to kill her frozen. Jason says, that's an interesting description, Robert. He's laughing. Scotty says, Vigilante is Earth 2. I always thought it was Earth 2. I always thought it, but here he was on Earth 1. How did he get here? I'd have to read the story again. Scotty says, there was a different Vigilante on New Earth post-crisis. That was not a cowboy, more like a Deathstroke. Yeah, that Vigilante was, what, Daniel Chase, or Danny Chase, I think was his name, something like that. So, but no, I was thinking the original Vigilante. Jason says, Neil Adams, love some Neil Adams. You got it, brother. You got it. Maranya says, creative differences between Henson and SNL writers. The writers hated writing for them, and Henson wasn't allowed to because of Writers Guild rules. Oh, man. Anything to screw up something good, right? Anything to screw up something good. Jason says, I know it probably too modern for Dr. Silverage, but Neil Adams, you spelled Neil wrong. Neil Adams did a Fantastic Four miniseries called Antithesis. You should look it up if you haven't read it already. I have not. I think I have one of the issues, and I've been trying to track down the other issues. So yeah, I mean, I love Neil Adams. He changed comics for me. What can I say? Jason says, so sad Writers Guild rules would interrupt things like, yeah, exactly, man. I'd like to see Books of Magic music new movie myself. I gotcha. Yeah. Maranya says, fun fact, those sketches later inspired the Dark Crystal movie by Henson. You know, I don't think I've ever seen that movie. I've seen parts of it, but I don't recall ever seeing the whole thing through. I couldn't tell you what the plot was, so I don't think I've seen it all the way through. I've got to put that on the list too, to check out, because I love Henson's and the Muppets and all that, and so I'd have to check out Dark Crystal. Dark Crystal was probably some of the ideas he wasn't allowed to write for them because of the rules. I can change one of my favorite movies. Can I change one of my favorite movies to the Muppet movie? You certainly can, Jason. Totally understood, my friend. Miranda says, a lot of review sites hate the skits, but frankly, I loved them, she says. Scotty says, lots of Phantom Stranger Danger today. Yes, Stranger Danger. Miranda says, I can think of only 2 live-action skits from Saturday Night Live that were good and memorable to me. Dan Aykroyd's Julia Child. Yes, I love that. I was just explaining that to one of my kids not too long ago. Oh, I've cut the dickens out of my finger. Oh, save the liver, save the liver. And the Chevy Chase, Richard Pryor interview sketch. That one, was that the... No, I'm thinking something different. Because I was thinking, didn't they do an interview on like the Tonight Show or something like that? I didn't think it was a sketch. I thought it was something on the... But I could be wrong. I don't remember, but I remember I thought I just saw it just recently on a short on my YouTube there on my phone. Jason says, some people have no taste, Maranya. We can only pity them for not seeing what we do. Jason says, the Mighty Mouse theme from Andy Maranya. Oh, by Andy Kaufman. Yes. Here I come to save the day. And I just saw Mighty Mouse is going to be added to the MeTV lineup. So I think he said, I don't know if it's Saturday mornings or if it's every morning at like 7 o'clock, I think. Something like that. So Maranya says, exactly, Jason. Both skits are available on YouTube. Fair warning, the interview sketch drops the N-bomb. Oh, yeah, I don't think I've seen it then. I think that I might remember that. So Scotty says, my era of SNL had Church Lady, Hans and Franz, Toonces the Driving Cat. I don't remember Toonces. I remember Hans and Franz. I remember the Church Lady. Never mind. Scotty said, Wayne's World. Yeah, remember Wayne's World. Absolutely. Scotty, pro wrestling isn't real? Who said that? Who said that? Pro wrestling's not real. It's all real, baby. Jason says, sure it is, Scotty. It's not animated. Dun, dun, dun. Richard Pryor dropped an N-bomb? I'm shocked, said Jason. Maranya says, actually, Chevy Chase dropped it, and it fit the context of the skit. Oh, no. Oh, no. QNS says, I remember when David Schultz slapped ABC reporter John Stossel when he said wrestling wasn't real. I have that on videotape. I recorded that special, and I have it on videotape from when it actually aired. And Mister, he did slap the taste right out of his mouth. Oh my, twice. He got in a lot of trouble for it, and eventually he lost his job over it, I believe. And Stossel, I guess, had hearing damage as a result of that. But yeah, David Schultz was one of those guys who was legit in wrestling. Not as far as being a true shooter, but he was one who could work stiff. And man, he wound up becoming a bounty hunter, a legit bounty hunter. And folks like me, we don't turn out to be bounty hunters, but guys like him, yeah, they can go do that. Absolutely. So yeah, David Shaw, I know exactly what you speak of, QNS. Wow, that takes me back, man. ABC. Oh, man, he cuffed him so hard. Oh, his grandchildren are gonna hurt. Oh man. Jason says, Maranya, I'm surprised, but shouldn't be. I bet Pryor wrote the skit then. Chevy was fired from a TV show for racism a while back, right? Was he? I don't remember hearing that. Hope not. Jason says, favorite war movie? Missing in Action 2. Ooh, favorite war movie. Oh, man. I'm tempted to go with Heartbreak Ridge with Clint Eastwood. Heartbreak Ridge. I enjoyed that movie. And he says Jason's is Missing in Action 2. That was with Chuck Chuck Norris, right? Was that Chuck Norris? Wasn't that a Chuck Norris movie? Scotty says, favorite war movie? X-Men First Class. There you go, Scotty. And Werewolf by Lunchtime says, The Great Escape. Oh, that's a good one, too. Very good, Werewolf. Jason says, I was at war with trying to like X-Men First Class, Scotty. Scotty says, what? That was a fantastic series, he says. Jason says, it was okay. My favorite was Days of Future Past, which had the X-Men actors I liked. That was a good movie. Maranya says, Chevy Chase used a racial slur during the filming of Community, but he wasn't fired because of that. He and NBC mutually decided to end his storyline on the show. Well, that's confusing because if he's saying something on a TV show, wasn't it written for him? Was it like a sitcom or a drama or something? So it was a scripted show and he said it? Or did he just said it by him? He said it on his own. You went off script, as we say in pro wrestling. I'm curious now. You guys got me all curious with this Chevy Chase thing. Maranya says, one of my favorite war movies is Stalag 17. I want to say 13 and hear the Hogan's Heroes theme in my head. Another is The Great Escape. Yes, but Stalag 17 is my all-time favorite war movie. Cool beans. Cool beans. Jason says, am I the only one who remembers Return to Oz? Great kids movie, much closer to the Oz books in tone. I've never even heard of that. Return to Oz. I've never heard of it, so I've never seen it. So is that a full-length movie, a live-action movie, or is it animated, or is it Muppets? What is it? I want to know. And Maranya, she's laying down the link for Stalag 17. Thank you, Maranya, because I will go watch that. Stalag 17, baby. Cool beans. Thank you for that. Jason says, I searched it, Maranya. It is listed as war comedies, so it's like MASH in tone. I didn't like MASH the movie, but I loved MASH the TV series. I don't know. I just didn't get into MASH the movie. Maranya says it has some comedy, but it's also pretty serious, much like the later episodes of MASH. Okay. She also says William Holden is brilliant in the movie. Peter Graves has a surprising role in it. Not going to spoil it. Dun, dun, dun. Maranya also says, I didn't see that movie, Jason, but I read a few of the Oz books, and I have a childhood memory of the Princess of Oz. One quite good. Jason says, sounds interesting. Sounds interesting. I've got to get off at 1 o'clock, guys. Just so you know, that's the drop dead time. I've got to get off at 1 o'clock. So I'm going to read as many of these as I can. I see you guys are still pumping them out here. Look at it. Oh my gosh. All right. So let's see. Jason says, sounds interesting. I'm going to add to my list of want to watch that I never have time to actually watch. There's way too much content out there between comics, music, film, and television. Absolutely. That's just it. You know, I thought I'd have plenty of time for all of that when I retired. I do not. Jason also says, I don't remember the exact year, Maranya, mid-'80s, I believe, and maybe definitely creepier in tone the way the original books were. QNS says, Outland was a good sci-fi movie. I remember the name. Wasn't Sean Connery in that one? Was Sean Connery in that? But I can't remember seeing it. I don't remember seeing it. I'll put that on the list. And Maranya says, yes, the books weren't quite so kid-friendly, even though Baum supposedly told the stories to the children where he lived, according to the John Ritter TV movie. Fun fact, she says, the one jacket the wizard wore in the movie turned out to be one that belonged to Baum. And Jason says, yeah, they are dark for kids, but it's teenage horror now as well as then. It always amazes me how all people know is Wizard of Oz in the movie, which is very not in the tone of the books. But it's a very feel-good movie. Jason says, I knew that fun fact about the jacket. Ha ha. Maranya says, they sanitized the tone a bit for general audiences, Jason. Remember, it was made in 1939. QNS says, pretty much, but weird movie. The Bluebird, 1976. I never even heard of that. So that I got to look up. Jason says, I understand the sanitation for the time, Maranya, and I grew up loving that movie as an adult, though. I find the sanitation fascinating, and the original movies were much more entertaining. Obviously curious to what would happen if they filmed, even animated some of the original stories, like the scarecrow ripping apart the bodies of every crow that ever sat on him. Woo! Killer Crow. Killer Crow. Jason says, yes, missing in action was Chuck Norris. Cool beans. I thought that was the case. QNS, Flight of the Phoenix. Was it 65? I thought Flight of the Phoenix came out in the 70s. Oh, wow. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one, though. That could be. I'm going to look for the 65 one. Jason says, Chevy Chase called one of his co-stars a racial slur, Rod, as they were filming. He went off script. Okay. There we go. Okay, so he went off script. Okay. Because I was just thinking, if he's doing a show, but was it a live show? Oh, no, they were filming. Okay. Oh. But it wasn't, was it actually caught on film and left in the movie or show? Wow. Got a lot of questions for that. Jason says, Return to Oz is a live-action Muppet filled as well as a full-length movie from 1985. Thank you for that. I will definitely be checking that out. QNS says, have a good week, everyone. Yes, Outlawn was Sean Connery. Okay. All right. I'm familiar with it. So, QNS, thank you so much for hanging out with us, man, spending your Saturday. Appreciate it, man. Hope to see you next week. You take care, man. Jason says, have a great week, everyone. And Maranya says, take care, everyone, and stay safe. You as well. And there she is, pulling the plug. We got one entry by Crazy Joe. He says, Chevy Chase stopped being funny after he quit doing cocaine. Okay. And on that note, we're going to get on out of here. So thank you, everybody in the Peanut Gallery. Thank you guys for spending time here. You could be doing anything, and you spent your time here today. And again, we appreciate it. And it was so great to see Shannon. And next week, I'm hoping we get both Shannon and ECR on the same show together. So I'm hoping. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Everybody, have a great week, a great rest of your weekend. We will see you next week, same time, same channel. And we will do this all over again. So everybody take care. And I'm just going to make sure I got the right video thing up here ready to go. So, all right, take care, everybody. Thank you so much. Can't even get my hand because I'm over here, but I got to have my hand on my mouse. So, gotta go. All right, guys, take care.
Here's to the comic book community, the family of funny book pals, sharing their collections and memories with all the cool guys and gals. There's legends and new folks and everyone in between, bringing their styles of fun and laughs for every one of them to be seen. Let's hear it for the community and all its awesome family. For those who started it long ago, we couldn't Cheers to the guys and gals we see who make it the coolest place to be. Every day there's more to view as they show the comics to me and you. The wondrous comics, new and old, there's always a story behind what's shown. So feel the passion, the love, the fun, it's all here to enjoy for everyone. Such great tales and folks to see, so thank you comic book community. Let's hear it.